and welcome back. We are here in slot second with the sector mobility and hardware solutions. So let us welcome our judges. Chantal Ambert from Axel, Ferdinand Roberts from Asset Class, Gala Marik from Salesforce, Lisa Stafford from University College London, and Paul Putz from Danube Angels. Hello guys. So can we please have the first startup? That would be Optimatic.
Hi,
okay, we can see you guys. Hey, can you share your screen, please?
We're gonna do it without any presentation.
Okay, so in that case, you have 3 minutes. Take them away.
Hi, my name is Jerzy. Here is Radek. We are Optimatic, and we are broadcasting to you from Wrocław, Poland. During last 2 years, we developed the Optimatic box and the software that changes the data from the box into the value for our customers. We are working on this project with top automotive companies like Opel, Magna Steyr, and Bridgestone in Poland and also in Austria. Today, we are able to provide our customers first in the world indoor tracking system dedicated to forklifts that is working without any external infrastructure, like tags, beacons, or antennas. Additionally, we are creating connectivity for external IoT devices provided from third parties that can be mounted additionally on the forklift. On the top of Optimatic universe is a cutting-edge web app that changes information into useful insights. Moving objects in industry is generating 30% of all manufacturing costs and over 50% of all processes. There are 7 million forklifts in the world, and our knowledge about these vehicles and their behavior can be boiled down to the information about distance, working hours, or next service. Our aim is to create first real-time IoT platform for industrial vehicles, human and also robotic driven. Optimatic is the first step in successful robotic transformation. And we are providing the tailor-made tools to manage new autonomous environment. We are approaching $1 billion market, and we are making money on licensing our software. We are now in the middle of rising seed round, and if you are interested in being our partner in that journey, please give us a sign. We are open to answer all your questions. Thanks, and we are open for all your questions and any insights.
Okay, so we have 40 seconds and then plus 4 minutes. So judges, any questions? Anyone?
Yeah, it's Ferdy here from Asset Class. So can you give some insight into where the idea was born? How did you guys focus on this particular niche market?
Okay. We were looking for a problem that is last white blank space in the industrial market, and we started contacting with using our previous relationship and network with the industrial leaders from automotive generally, and we find out that there is a huge gap between totally analog human-driven industry and totally autonomous. And there is a common interest for companies that are selling robots, that they want to sell more, and the companies that want to buy robots. And there is a gap between analog and autonomous market, and we tried to solve this problem and help in the future how to manage diverse system that is composed with different types of robots and different types of autonomous.
Mm. And do you guys come from that market? Is that your background?
For me, yes, because in previous time I worked in venture capital finance, and previously I working for General Motors in Germany.
Okay, Eliza, go ahead.
You. Oh, sorry. Thank you very much for your pitch. I was just going to ask you about the hardware product. What stage is it at? Is it the prototype for the product? Has it already been trialed in industrial areas?
Yes.
And what are the next steps for the product?
Okay. We for now those boxes are ready to industrial implementation. Um, there are working all the time in automotive facilities in Poland and in Austria. So it's CE certified and have all the safety protocols that is needed to be implemented then in the industrial environment.
Thank you. And with the seed investment, what further development will you be investing in the product?
Okay. For now, we are focusing on the finding out how to convert our company from hardware and software only to software company. And we are verifying three hypotheses that can lead us to this scenario. First, working with on the industrial market standard with one of the biggest forklift producers. Second, to simplifying our hardware to make it possible for the automotive companies to do it yourself way. And the first one is to implement this at the market standard for robotic processes. So with the one of the automatic producers from Denmark. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Hi, can I come in with a question? Thanks so much, you guys. Would then the end goal here be to completely automate this process then, to have forklifts and the likes be completely automated? Is that correct?
Yes.
And so this, with regards to warehouses, this is something that has a lot of attention on it at the moment. And I was wondering how you are, where you are in terms of competitors, who your competitors are, and where they're at.
Okay. Our competitors is generally those are the companies that are using different type of navigation technology based on ultra wideband. But our unfair advantage in this time is that we are much more cheaper because we are not needed to installing any additional antennas, markers, and beacons in the building facility.
And maybe
Okay,
to
guys. Sorry, Chantal. Maybe you can connect on Hop and Olvov so much. I know you've been trying to ask the question, but we have to be fair to all of the startups. So thank you guys so much. So maybe connect on Hop and be active on the chat. And let us welcome the next startup, Smarty App. Dimitro, Alexander, we can hear you. Hello. Can you? We can actually see you. Can you say something? You are muted at the moment.
Yeah, I'm mute.
Yeah, and
Right.
Can you please share your presentation?
Yes, of course. Let me share the screen. Just a second. Full screen. Okay, can you see it?
Not yet. Yes, it loads. Okay, so you have 3 minutes. Take them away.
Okay, hi, I'm Alex, and I'll be talking to you about Smarty, the micromobility and car sharing club. As you well know, our way of getting around the city has dramatically changed over the years, and especially in the last few years. Traditionally, the cities are developed based on a design-centric approach around the cars. So cars, you all know, have produced a lot of problems for city inhabitants, like congestion, air pollution, noise, and frustration. They generally lower the quality of life and generate a lot of health issues and frustration. And an additional problem to urban transport is that cities are quickly growing in size and population, and it is estimated that by 2050, an additional 2.5 billion people will reside in urban areas globally. So to fix these issues, cities have embraced new technologies like micromobility and car sharing. They provide greater efficiency, less pollution, and less traffic congestion. Unfortunately, these are not yet widely adopted, and the rhythm of adoption is far from solving urban transport issues anytime soon. There is an opportunity here that the shared micromobility market is growing. It is envisioned that it will reach around $500 billion by 2030. And also there is an opportunity in the COVID-19 pandemic and that will ultimately accelerate micromobility adoption as people re-emerge from lockdown and look for safer methods of transport compared to public transport. So we're proposing a solution. It's a tech platform where users can rent out a micromobility vehicle or a car to other people. It's a sort of an Airbnb for transport, shared transport. So people could make money when renting, they could save money when commuting, and the platform will promote and accelerate green transport adoption. The product that we're having is Smarty. It's marketed as a micromobility and car sharing club. That's a multimodal transport platform to which users can seamlessly add a micromobility vehicle or their own car for other users to rent through the mobile app, thus increasing the green transport offer and accelerating adoption. Adding the micromobility vehicle is done by the platform itself. The user just orders it, or adding a car to the platform is done without accessing the car's electric wiring. The market in which we're activating is comprised of people who join the club and use the platform to rent out the micromobility vehicles or share their own cars, and all the people who don't own a car and need transport around the city. Our business model is based on an annual subscription fee for the sharing club. You pay an annual subscription fee, place the vehicle in the platform for rent out, and Smarty shares the average revenue with you. The annual subscription fee covers the cost of a new micromobility vehicle that's added to the platform. We buy the vehicle, we place it on the street, we handle renting, maintenance, and platform operation. And the people who share their cars can just add the connectivity, the smart car connectivity box to their car, and they're connected to the system. We have competition in the micromobility and car sharing space. The traditional ones are Lime and Bird. For micromobility and the car sharing space, it's Turo, Get Around, Drive Now, and Zipcar. We feel that our product could be easier to market, potentially easier to scale. The funds are provided by the community, so scaling is less capital intensive. And for the car sharing part, our connection to the car can be done remotely. So
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Just letting you know that we are already in Q&A session. Would you like to continue with the pitch or take questions?
Well, I shall take questions now, if it's possible.
Sure. So you have 3 minutes. Judges, please. Maybe Chantal, if you now have, the question, take it away.
Sure. So first question maybe is on the market. Thanks so much for the pitch, by the way. So first question is on the market. You're saying that one of the problems is that adoption is not very strong for micromobility services across cities. And I'm wondering, how do you think that moving from a platform solution, so a platform owning the asset versus a system where the owners of the vehicles are individual will change the adoption curve? I'm also wondering how the system can work perfectly in terms of one of the major aspects of micromobility solutions today is that you can pick up and drop off the vehicle anywhere you want. If the vehicle is of someone's ownership, that would probably change. As at some point you need to return to the owner. Maybe I'm missing out something, but I'd love to have the explanation on the market and on how the vehicle is going to be run.
So you're asking me how is it possible to change from a model where the micromobility vehicles are owned by apps and platforms to a model where people have their own vehicles, right, and share it?
How will this increase adoption? Because you're saying the major problem is that adoption is low.
Yes, so if people find out they can make a revenue out of the micromobility vehicles, there will be more micromobility vehicles on the streets, and people will definitely use more. Because right now, the rate of growth in people residing in cities is bigger than the rate of growth in micromobility in these cities. So you need additional supply for the micromobility vehicles in order to make density in cities and people using more. The usage is very tightly, very tight with the density of the vehicles. You should have a vehicle very close to you in order to use it and not walk 1 kilometer to it.
Lisa, go ahead.
Just to build on Chantal's point, I think she was getting at the fact that, you know, with the shared fleets, there's zero contact between the operator and the user. So how would you encourage an efficient process from somebody looking to rent out their e-scooter to somebody collecting that e-scooter without much contact or emailing each other to exchange details and meet?
Okay, so the vehicles will be available in an app as a free floating fleet, like the traditional models where you have a free floating fleet, and the user just has to open the app, find a vehicle around him in a couple of 100 meters, and rent it out.
Okay, so thank you, Alexandru. Gala, I'll ask you to ask your questions on Hopin or Wolfsmatch, sorry. Thank you so much for your pitch, Alexandru. Good luck. And we are joined by Gaspar Anton from IV Technology. Hello, we can see you. Can you share your screen with your presentation, please?
Yes, just a second. Screen share on. Share. Is it seen?
Not yet, maybe it's loading. Do you know how to share the screen? There should be a button underneath all of our videos.
Share. Yeah, it seems the Chrome is lost the ability to share the screen, so I have to do it just live.
If you want, we can try and exchange you with the next startup, and in the meantime, you can try to reload the page.
Okay, if it's okay. Perfect.
Okay,
Thanks.
so Neuron Soundware, Pavel, are you ready? Perfect. Hello, can you share your screen?
Hello. Sure, so let's try me share the screen.
You know, the technology ties, it's never easy. Perfect, so something is going on. Okay, we can see it. 3 minutes are yours, take them away.
Thank you. So my name is Pavel Konechny. I'm founder and chairman of Neuron Soundware, and we protect machines of our customers. And we do it by combination of IoT and artificial intelligence and listening to machines, which allow us to discover any anomalies in the mechanical failure coming. So with that, we are actually solving 3 key challenges of our customers. The first one, it's unplanned machine downtime. So that's something which is very costly, and it's typically KPIs of many plant managers. We are also preventing some huge failure damages on the assets, also reducing maintenance costs. And the latest case is we allowed, without any IT involvement, to digitalize utilization of any assets in the factory. So especially with the ones without digital interface, that's very helpful. So the whole idea started with a friend of mine who was driving his car. He could hear some strange noise coming from his engine. He stopped at the service. They didn't find any issues, so they let him continue driving. And about 100 kilometers later, his cylinder broke apart, and it was $10,000 damage. So we copied the same principle. People get used to the sound, they learn how it operates, and then you can discover if something's not matching, and that's the anomaly our software is kind of learning to identify. So it's all-in-one solution. So we have also designed it and provide to our customers our edge computing capable device with LTE connectivity. So only thing you really need is electricity. Plug it in, plug the sensors, and within a couple of days, we collect the data to our database. We train the AI to understand operation of that machine and provide you nicely visual dashboards, SMS, email alerts, so you can address all the issues like increase revenues with higher availability of the machines or saving costs, energy, and money. So last year we released a nice mobile-first InShield platform, which has very quick setup wizard, so all partners can also start working in the name of the customers. You have component-level diagnostics, all the details you want to know about the machines, all installations which can be done by customers partnered by themselves. So there are many customers. We have about 25 installation at the stage testing our solution. Just a couple of use cases: cavitation at pumps detections or kind of monitoring of the lines. You can browse our website to read more about the use cases. Also, I will encourage you to apply for a demo, which will be happily provided by colleagues. So last two slides just highlighting that we are in the field of predictive maintenance services. So it's a SaaS model we provide, so activation fee and then monthly fee charge per device. It's a very large market. We estimate it's $65 billion, and Yahoo make it even double. So have a look at the report if you'll be interested. It's called Precise Equipment Maintenance, and that's the service we are providing to first customers. So with that, let me conclude that we have more than 30 people in the team based in Prague, Germany, and South Korea. Total investment raised it's for more than 4 million euros, and we are looking for be around in the Q3 2021. So this year, 3 to 5 million euros. I'm here on the conference as well with my colleague Tomáš Vacek, so don't hesitate to contact us if you want to learn more. And I'm happy to answer any questions you might have.
Okay, so we have 3 minutes, 2 seconds to answer the questions. Judges, Gala, please go.
Hi, thank you so much for your presentation. So to make sure I understand this correctly, you are recording sounds of technical machines, and then you make sure that these sounds are correct and that the machine is working correctly. Therefore, the users would be technicians and mechanics and the likes. So my first thought is that you would need to have an enormous database of sounds that you've already connected, so that the technology can interpret these sounds. How much data do you actually have, and what is the success rate when you try on some of your flagship?
Yes. So we have experience with many different type of machines, compressors, pumps, kind of bearings, and diesel engines, and so on. So we have tens terabytes of data sitting on the clouds, and we have 100,000 readings every day. Yeah, so it's really rapidly kind of increasing the sense of data. The algorithms, the baseline algorithms for these anomaly detections has like 60 to 90% accuracy on picking up the issues before any other methods can recognize them. Yeah, and that will grow through the time.
Okay, Paul, go ahead.
May I ask a question? Hello, everybody. So you've tested and you have it up and running with a lot of showcases, right? So I would be interested in what kind of industry and what kind of production processes this application works best.
Yeah, so it's more about type of assets. We like these compressors, generators, so cylinder-based machines, electric like engines. So if it moves, it's not necessarily rotary equipment, so that's very good for us. The technology can be processing data within the edge, within the device itself, so we can be also deployed on a real time, kind of continuously operating every second of every minute of every hour. We can be detecting. We have such services also in place when we are monitoring some robotic lines in automotive. So automotive manufacturing in general. Now we complete ITEC certification for oil and gas explosive kind of verticals. So we want to extend to that field.
Okay, thank you.
Another question about, just very quickly, the congratulations on an impressive list of clients, by the way. So the clients that are using it right now, are they proof of concept? Are they paying customers? How advanced are you?
Yeah, so we have paid customers. Our goal for this year, it's like 800,000 euros revenue, and it's a recurring contracts. It's a rather smaller scale installation, so we have the largest might be 27 assets at one particular customer. So they want to see the technology and in the action. We assume we will be scaling up next year, and also through the
Sorry,
partners.
I'll have to interrupt you. So sorry, but we are out of time. So thank you so much. Maybe you can connect on Hopin or
You're
Wolf's
welcome.
Match, and we will try once again with Gaspar, Anton, and Ivy. Let us see. Okay, trying to show a presentation one more time. Finger crossed. Perfect. Okay, presentation. And
Okay,
full screen
perfect.
maybe? Okay, so
Yeah.
perfect. So
Apologies
3
for the
minutes
small
yours, take them
delay.
away.
Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Kaspar Anton. I'm a founder of Ivy Technologies, and we are helping the road asset managers to acquire high-quality mapping platform without any upfront investment. Right now, the infrastructure digitization is on a rapid rise. Only in Poland, over 100 million euros is going annually to keep up the need for the mapping the road sector, acquiring detailed info about road conditions, traffic management, as well as safety models. While the current solutions on the market are expensive, they are slow, and they require long-term investments in hardware and personnel. Here we come in help. By applying our platform, we are helping road consultants and asset managers to save 30% in each single operational project they have, while not acquiring any hardware investments or personnel investments, and delivering our solution within a week. We have built up hardware and software as a service combination of the top-notch mapping platform that combines sensors agnostic system together with our AI feature extraction platform that can be applied to detect every single detail out there necessary for the infrastructure digitization. We are using mileage-based pricing model, so our clients can only pay while they use it, while the new features they want to acquire are applied again and again as a service per kilometer per feature. So one customer can be for us over 300,000 annual recurring revenue stream. Over the last 8 months, we have moved fastly. We have only this year, we are predicting 300,000 revenue stream for Poland, where we started our activities in the end of last year. While in UK, we have made a partnership agreement with leading asset management company size, to whom we have extensive growth plans in action, while also covering a few new verticals towards future in the electricity infrastructure management, as well as autonomous sector. We have a strong team behind it. Our idea was born out of the Google Street View when my team was operating Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania Google car fleet. We wanted to do something our own, and now we are providing it as a feature extraction platform. Our team is combination of the leadership, operation, marketing, sales, technical civil engineering, and AI development. So we are unstoppable. Why don't you come join our crusade for mapping the future? Thank you.
And wow, perfect in time, 3 minutes, wonderful. So let's proceed with Q&A session.
Thank you very much for the presentation. Quick question on my side. Can you walk me through competition, please?
Yeah, there are, I would say, 3 sectors working on the same vertical right now. One is the mobile app providers, like Vaisala or Vialytics. They are providing mobile app to detect similar kind of information, while these systems are not compatible with the requirements set by the end customers. There are service providers on the market, similar like Smart Factor in Poland. They are too expensive to scale, and while the road asset management is divided in so many players, we can provide to every single one of them. And the third part is big corporations like Trimble and Leica, who are providing expensive hardware solutions that needed initial investments, while we provide it as a service on demand.
Hi, Gaspar. Thank you very much for your pitch. Just to let you know that if you are in the UK and you're not connected with local economic agencies, please connect with me on the platform. I just wanted to know a little bit more about your IP. So what are your protectable assets?
Our main asset that we protect the most is our AI feature extraction platform. We are constantly developing new algorithms that detect single details that is necessary in that vertical. While our clients are the ones who are providing us training data, we have built up the software platform where our clients are going through visual inspections, and they are constantly generating new training data that is used for our platform and our AI development. This is our most protected IP.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else?
Yeah, Gaspar, thanks for the presentation. Just, you've got a very strong domain expertise in the team based on your Google Street View experience. How does this differ significantly from Google's proprietary approach?
Google just covers a picture imagery for their own platform. We are providing on-demand sensor agnostic system that is used for road asset management to detect single details. So it's even the same hardware that Google has is not applicable same way to the vertical that we are operating. While our algorithms are only trained and developed to meet the use cases of this vertical. So we go into very deeply innovating the infrastructure digitization together with our clients who are saying that now this data is necessary to meet the next milestone, and we train our algorithms to get there.
Okay, thank you.
Anyone else? Gala, Paul?
Gaspar, I have a quick. Oh, Paul, you go ahead. You haven't spoken. I was just going to ask you, Gaspar, who are your main clients? Are they road asset management companies, or would you be open to working with the public sector who own national infrastructure?
Our current focus is that we are only targeting B2B road asset management companies or road surveying companies who work with government agencies, because the prediction of the road network is a bigger kind of value chain, and we provide small, unique approach to them to keep up with the requirements that the government sector is applying.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So thank you, Gaspar. I'm sure you're going to reconnect with Lisa on Hopin or Wolf's Match. Let us proceed with the next startup, Henry Klemmer, Hepta Airborne. Hi, can you share your screen?
Hey, so I will try. Just a second.
Amazing. Can you go to the full screen view?
Excellent. Yes.
And 3 minutes are yours.
Excellent. So hi, my name is Henry Klemmer from Hepta Airborne, and we automate drone data analysis for power lines. There are over 100 million kilometers of power lines in the world. That's over 120 times to the moon and back. Now, to keep the lights on in our homes, we need to inspect and maintain our power lines. And men are checking over 90% of the power lines in the world on foot. Now, I've done it. My typical day consisted of crawling in the swamps, swimming through rivers, and climbing on trees. During one summer, 2 of my colleagues ran from bears. And that's the prevailing inspection method still to this date in the era of smart grid. It's dangerous, it's inaccurate, it's slow, leading to disconnected networks, unexpected failures, and costs. In 2018, a power line company in the US caused a forest fire. 84 people died and cost $13.5 billion in penalties. The utilities lack a digitized, up-to-date overview of their assets. Now, HEPA Airborne automates power line analysis by helping inspection teams utilizing drones, satellites, and AI-driven software analysis. We give you the tools necessary to teach you to collect data and fly. And our software analyzes your data. Our machine learning models can analyze 10,000 images in 5 minutes, equal to half a year for a human being. Our team consists of successful entrepreneurs, experience with successful exits, not to mention deep tech expertise in data science, aviation, power engineering. And our advisory board consists of CEOs of the biggest utilities in the world. Now, today we have customers from 7 countries in Europe and South America. Our latest deal was a 10-year SaaS agreement with the utility owning more grid than the whole Finland. And the serviceable market size is 5 billion for utilities. So today we are looking for investors who will be willing to support our small pre-A intermediate round with a 1.5 mil ticket today to secure or to help us secure strong A round numbers for the next year. And to conclude, the energy sector is facing a trend towards a green and digitized society. And HEPTA is digitizing the infrastructure, and we pollute air, or our method solutions pollute air 110 times less than conventional methods. So thank you, Henry from HEPTA Airborne.
Awesome. So 4 minutes and 19 seconds for Q&A session.
Hi, can I just jump in with my question? Firstly, thanks so much. This is a sector that I'm keeping quite a bit of an eye on, and I know that these days drone inspections are being performed in almost any industry that requires visual inspection. And the nod that you did to green technology is very relevant because it's the best way to inspect what's going on wind farms, for example. On the back of that, I need to ask you how you're positioned relative to your competitors, because it is a very promising market. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. So we see our competition right now mostly on the software side. So teams who are also using machine learning models to automate and to speed up the accuracy of the analysis, and also the improved accuracy. And here I'd say that one of the core advantages is also that as we have this power line segment focus today, then we have the core. We onboard our customers in the full inspection cycle, meaning that we don't just leave them with the software, but we teach them how to fly the drones, how to use the drones, how to collect the data safely, and how to collect the necessary and high quality data for the software. Yeah, that's one of the main advantages today.
Yeah, Henry, it's Ferdy here from Masterclass. So I've seen a lot of investment in this space with companies like Skydio in the States that their technology covers both the analysis kind of post-inspection, but also the I guess the avoidance systems that they have as the drone inspects the whether it's a bridge or a power line or whatever requires the inspection. Do you guys, it looks like from the brief graphics that we saw, you've got the kind of the post area coverage. Are you doing anything with collision avoidance or anything in the flights itself?
Currently, no. Currently, the major focus is on the deep expertise of power engineering. So we know everything about the grid. We analyze the grid, and we teach or train our machine learning models to improve or to automate the analysis of the power lines. So we have a quite, I'd say, specific focus. And companies such as Skydio, they can just be our partners in that sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, thank you so much for the pitch. As Chantal started at Excel. I'd love actually to understand a bit more about your go-to-market strategy, and so how do you plan to acquire new customers? I was looking at the graph in terms of revenue growth. It seems pretty linear. So if you could drive me a bit more around how you plan to acquire a customer and grow your revenue, would be wonderful. Thank you very much.
Sure. We're focusing both on utilities themselves directly, which is somewhat lengthy sales. So sales cycles are like 10, 12 months and so forth. So it's not that much scalable. But in addition to it, also heavily we focus heavily on the service providers who work with utilities. So actually a similar approach than the previous Ivy Gaspar mentioned, that instead of just going to big public enterprises, they approach the engineering teams in different markets, and just we are the tool maker, provide them the tools, and help them to scale up bring up the efficiency of their day-to-day operations.
Lisa, we have 15 seconds left, so if you had your question, you can go ahead. Just unmute yourself.
It's just building on Chantal's question. Could you tell me a little bit more about your pricing strategy? So how you make money from the clients that you're working with?
Yes, we charge per unit costs. It's per line kilometer. So infrastructure, linear object, and as much as data they upload to our cloud, then we have, let's say, 50 euros per kilometer, just a random number. And let's say they're inspecting 1,000 kilometers, then it's a 50,000 euro project.
Okay, thank you. So let us move on to the next startup. Thank you so much. And Pietro, Traxit, hello. Can you show your screen?
Hello. Sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly.
Very good. You see the presentation?
And your screen is on. Yeah, 3 minutes are yours. Take them.
Okay, thank you very much. My name is Pietro Anzarini, the co-founder of Traxit. So Traxit has been working on a platform soon to be released to solve the problem of mobility. If you think about, for instance, the problem of shared mobility and the fragmentation of the market, this is what the European Union says, that there is a need for a single app for all mobility services. The only problem is how to start developing this app. So let's meet Martin. Martin is a professional with frequent mobility needs. He changes frequently from his own car to shared mobility to mopeds. The only problem is that his insurance covers only the car, the own car, and other contracts need to be signed for the different kind of mobilities. So the problem is that the mixed mobility users cannot organize multiple trips with different suppliers, get flexible insurance coverage, and obtain a fully digital streamlined claim process. Moreover, they cannot obtain any benefit in sharing their mobility data with all different insurance suppliers. So this is a product that we developed. It's a platform that reaches and collects all the data that are collected from devices or from app, from the smartphone, and analyzes through this platform that works with Ledger. So basically, we are capable of generating smart contracts and immediate insurance for all the different business partners. Ideally, our customers are the insurance companies that are willing to deliver a better tailored service for their customers. Logistics company, because we can track and trace and all the different delivery of the logistics company, because we have also in the device the sensors to track all different data from the delivery. Food delivery companies that would be interested in getting the insurance tailor-made for their drivers, since according to the driver's habit, they can tailor a different insurance. And then we also the drone companies, adjusting the proposition for the insurance to different needs of the insurance pilots. The market for mobility is huge. We are talking about 120 billion euros overall. We are focusing as a serviceable, achievable market on bikes initially, and on 20% of this market to be reached in 5 years, which is a total of 6 billion euro. Competition, as you may see here, has a different value proposition. Autonomo and Octo are developers of blockchain, of black boxes that are not linked to blockchain. So we have all the value generated by the integration with the blockchain and with our platform. These are all the value added, and we can get in greater detail later on. The business model is a B2B2C, where we offer the device for purchase, and then we have a plan for a monthly payment according to the different devices. The team is very experienced one. We have, together with me, we have Marco, the engineer that developed the first device, and then we have mentors and advisors in mobility, insurtech, and blockchain. We were selected last December to participate into an MVP with Galileo European Satellite Agency. So we carried out a very, very fast road line in just 6 weeks. And these are the next goals. Start the POC with a possible partner. It's going to be a food delivery company in Italy. And then we will start with a pilot launch.
Just
These
to
are
let you know, we are
achieved.
already in the Q&A session, so you have...
Okay, very brief. Okay.
Okay.
These are the awards that we obtained, and these are the fundings that we are looking for, 500K with this pre-money evaluation, and for our pre-seed that's going to start on the 1st of April. The evaluation has been based on the comparables at the same growth stage. So this was Trexit. Thank you.
So we have 3 minutes for questions. Judges, go ahead. Gala, go ahead.
Hi, Pietro. Thanks so much for your presentation. It's very interesting. As I read your pitch yesterday, I was asking myself what you thought was lacking in the existing technology and in the existing tracking market. When I buy something on Amazon, I can see exactly where the truck is. When I look for a shared vehicle, I can see exactly where it is. So what is the value added of Trexit? Thank you.
Okay, for tracking of the deliveries, you know that the tracking is given by the suppliers of logistics according to different touch points. You see when the product has been loaded, when the product is on delivery, but you cannot see and get the actual location of the parcel. You don't know whereabout it is in the itinerary. So for specific important and valuable goods, it would be important to see exactly where they are, especially when they are not arriving on time. So you wonder where your expensive technology has been delivered, if the vaccine has been delivered according to the different temperature requirements. So this is the value added that we give with a specific logistic sensor, specific logistic device. And for the share mobility, the value added is given by the InsurTech platform, because we can tailor-made the insurance with mobility. You know that for motorless mobility like electric mopeds, there is no need for insurance according to the current legislation. We offer the possibility through blockchain to actually keep your current motor insurance from your car to the share mobility that you use, to the different items that you own, and with a single contract. So it's going to be a very disruptive proposition.
Paul, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. I just need to ask one question, because one of my many hats is insurance brokerage. And so I know that all the insurance providers are under bombardment with many proposals of different kind. So I would be interested in, do you have any kind of initial feedback from any major insurance company regarding this kind of cooperation?
We ran an accelerator program with Mapfre, a huge insurance company, a huge Spanish insurer, and there is interest. Of course, they need to see that we get the first pilot done and started. I mean, the major players, at least. We are also in touch with Swiss Re, and Swiss Re is also willing to start a partnership if and when we are ready, as far as the first investment injection, the board members. So it will take some more data as far as KPI and the first POC, but then we have some open doors.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Pietro. Thank you. Please connect with judges on Hopin or Wolfsmatch. So we're going to be joining the next startup, Packard Vision. Peter, hi. Can you join your presentation, please?
Hello. Sure.
Awesome.
Okay, can you see this?
Yeah, perfect. So you have 3 minutes. Please start.
All right, thank you. So, hello, my name is Peter, and I would like to present you our startup Packard Vision. What problem we are focusing on? Basically, in each and every manufacturing plant, regardless that there is automated process of creating the products, there are still people which are doing quality assurance by visual inspection. And statistics say that around 10% of all factory workers are people doing this visual inspection. And as people are not really reliable at this task, we try to help these plants with automation. We initially did research, and we created an algorithm which is able to analyze image. So when camera is connected above the assembly line, our software is analyzing the image and can automatically find any expected and unexpected defects. We call our technology focused learning. It's based on deep learning, but heavily changed and adapted for the purpose of manufacturing plants. And we wrapped it into an easy to use user interface, and nowadays already inside the camera. So the software runs inside the camera, and the camera finds all the anomalies and defects. We combine two approaches, searching for expected defects and searching for unexpected defects. It works even on variable surfaces, it works on variable object shapes, and it works really, really well. We have a couple of customers which are very happily using our software, and our technology is really performing. I am really proud to share that we won many competitions with, or actually when we compete, and we typically win because of the powerfulness of our technology. We find even the tiniest defects, tiniest anomaly with lowest possible false alarm rate. All right. We have strategic partnerships which are collaborating with us on various levels, especially by distributing our software together with their cameras. We created a global distribution network, and we have been joined by experts and rock stars in the field. So it opens us door to many interesting tenders and customers. Our company grows in terms of sales and partnerships, and we really see huge potential in that what we are doing.
Okay, so perfectly in time. We have 4 minutes for Q&A sessions. Judges, go ahead.
I have a question. Thank you for your presentation. What is the accuracy in terms of percentage on your technology? Thank you.
All right, thank you for this question. This is a very good question, and it really depends on the project. And to explain you, when we talk about searching for some simple defects which are clearly visible, we get very high accuracy, which can come nearly to 100%. Of course, 100 is not possible, but 99 point something is always very good. And this is much better than humans, because humans, when they are tired, they have sometimes only 70% accuracy. But then there are projects where it's really hard to say what is already a defect and what is not yet a defect, and then it's hard to measure because some operator would judge this way and some operator would judge different way, and basically it's not even possible to reach 100%. Yeah, but our accuracy is in long term much better than by humans.
Hi, Petra. Thank you. I'm just going to build on Gala's question on the accuracy. So if there is a fault with one of the products and it's being assessed by your technology, who has the liability for the quality of the products if they're assured that your technology is 99% effective and they haven't got human eyes on the quality?
Yeah. So basically, we provide a solution or the camera or the software, and basically the final installation is done by the plant itself or the system integrator. And basically, it always depends how they train the software, if they train it enough or not. We do not have the responsibility, as we are not the final integrators of the technology.
Okay. Thank you.
Hi, thank you for the presentation. Could you give me a bit more details about the business model and the revenue model, please?
Yes. So basically, we are selling licenses which have training feature and without training feature. And so the software which is used by the system integrators, then it needs the training feature because they need to train on images. And that there is a recurrent revenue model, and we charge around 7,000 euro per year per computer. And then we have so-called runtime licenses without the training feature. And this is for the final installation for plant, and we charge either 500 euro per month per computer, or we charge one-time payment 13,000 euro per computer. This is because a lot of plants they do not have the mind shift yet, and they want to do rather investment than pay recurrently. So some customers accept recurrent payments, some not.
We have another 20 seconds, so if anyone wants to ask something, feel free to do so.
Peter, can I just get a sense of your sales trajectory? So I see you've got a strong pipeline there. What is your closure rate like when you engage with clients that have a need?
I had some drop. You asked what is the closure rate from lead to order?
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately, but Peter, I think that we don't have time to answer that question, so maybe you can reconnect and hop in once again. So thank you so much for joining. So that was all of the startups from this slot. Judges, another reminder just to fill in the forms of the assessment. Just maybe try to do that. Don't forget about it. It's important. And I'm gonna see you in a second in the next sector, which is gonna be software, data, and apps. So see you soon. See you in a second. and we are back in a blink of an eye. So we are back with the sector, software, data, and apps. Let me introduce you to our judges. So Andreas Antonopoulos, sorry for misspelling maybe, from Venture Growth Partners, Ivona Simon from Funding Box VC, Louis Cook from C4DI, Kemi Motulski from Tar Heel Capital Pathfinder, and that's all. Let us welcome our first startup, Smart Dust, Rafael. Hello, can you share your screen?
Yeah.
Perfect, you have 3 minutes, take them away.
Hey, thanks. Hi, we are Smart Dust, and we leave no smartphone behind. In 2008, world was a simpler place, especially for mobile developers, since there were only 2 iPhones over there and 1 Android in the market. For the last 13 years, Apple device line was growing steadily, but Android family decided to grow in rabbit style and become bigger, a lot bigger. So today, there isn't one single Android device, but over 12,000 different versions of them. It's called mobile fragmentation. It's a nightmare both for Android and for iOS developers. Fragmentation is caused by 2 classes of issues. About 40% of them are bugs in mobile APIs, but the remaining 60% are strictly device-related. And it's not only Android's fault. It's mostly manufacturers. They break drivers, codecs. They break Android itself by adding their customizations and combine incompatible hardware. So the only solution is to test on actual market devices. Buying them is not an option anymore. First of all, it gets very expensive very quickly, and you need a lot of storage for them. Probably also a PhD in logistics just to handle 12,000 of them. Also, the coverage is usually limited to your local market. Cloud providers also try to host them and give access through internet. However, it's expensive both for the users and for the providers. And in that model, they can offer only top 1 to 2% of devices from the market. That's where Smart Dust jumps in. We are the missing link between your home lab and cloud providers. We offer the best of both worlds, and by we mean you as well. The only 1% of devices in our cloud is hosted by us, and the remaining 99% is added to the network by our partners and people like you. We are a team of experienced mobile engineers, managers, testers who already built a similar tool for Samsung called Remote Test Lab, and we are supported by our advisors' experience and Reactor X network. Mobile app testing market is expecting to double in the next 4 years, and we've got over 14 million developers to serve. Of course, there's competition in the market, including some big names like Google, Amazon, and Sauce Labs. However, they can offer less than 2% of devices out there. See that purple triangle over there? It's their coverage, combined. We know we can do much better to exceed 80% of devices in the market. We built our MVP last year and acquired first users, ran successful trials, and made plans for this year. Now it's your turn to help us improve your mobile experience. Join us for free at SmartDust.me.
Perfect. So we have a Q&A session, 3 minutes, 50 seconds. Judges, feel free to hop in.
Okay, well, my first question, if I can ask you, what is the business model of your project, and have you already have paying customers?
Yeah. So the end model that we are planning to have is to give remote access, paid for the time, to developers and testers for longer periods, like a day or 2. And for that, we need to build a network. Before that, we sell access by hours, like our competitors, to the devices that we have already. And you are charged by the hour. We have subscriptions as well, but it's not our main advantage in the market, because all our competitors focus on subscriptions, long-term commitment, because they have a lot of fixed costs. and we are much more flexible than they are. That's why we are exercising this difference.
Okay, thanks.
And we had a couple of paying users for a short time for test rounds. Right now we have one paying user currently, but it's a flexible model, so it's people jump in, pay time, and just jump out.
I wanted to ask about the churn rate of the final application users. So how many of them really give up using some application they need because of the bug in the application?
Okay, so let me show a slide over here. About 60% of users who find that their application crashes or freezes decide to leave the app. And these are the rates over a day, 7 days or 30 days. How many users stay with the application? So for most applications, after a month, about 5% of users stay with the app.
Because of the bugs?
Partially of the bugs, partially of the user experience. There are multiple factors. 60% of users decide to leave the app if they spot annoying bug. About 60%. The rest is usually more user experience or that the application doesn't provide enough value for them.
Can I jump in? How do you acquire customers?
Right now, it's a two-sided process. We are acquiring device providers. So these are the companies and small companies or freelance developers who have devices on their own, which they are using for their testing needs.
No, but I said how, not who. How?
Yeah, so mostly from direct sales and from our network because we've been in the market we've been working in this market for a couple of years, and we have a huge network. People just come to us and ask for access, and they want to share their devices.
Thanks.
I have a couple of questions. Hi there. Great presentation. Thank you, guys. Just a couple of things, really. Could you just explain to me, sort of, compared to your competitors, and what would your USP be, sort of around the product? And I'm also keen to understand, really, the full sort of tech capability behind the team as well, and sort of your background experience in the actual users that you're looking to target as well.
I'm sorry, I have to stop you there. You have to reconnect on Hopin or Woolsmash because we run out of time. So sorry, but we do have to join with another startup. So let's hope you talk to each other a bit later. Let us see, Graphite Note. Are you here?
Yes, hello, I'm here.
Perfect. Hey,
trying to share my screen.
I can also see that we are joined by Henry Jeffries. Hello, hi. That's an investor from Axel. So could you please, yeah, perfect. Can you, well, you know everything what to do. So you have 3 minutes, take them away.
Thank you. Hi guys, hi everyone. I'm Hrvoje Smolić. I'm the founder and CEO at Graphite Note. And I want to talk to you today about the state of artificial intelligence in the business today. So I have been in the data analytics space for almost 20 years. And in the last couple of years, something interesting happened. Many of our clients started to ask business questions, which can be answered only with the power of AI algorithms. So that gave us an idea, because artificial intelligence is one of the most impactful trends in business today. And more than 80% of businesses say AI is a strategic priority. Still, data scientists are very expensive, so small and medium businesses simply can't afford it, and they don't have the in-house expertise to do it. So we think it's time for all companies, for SMBs also, to benefit from the AI and predictive analytics revolution as well. That's why we came up with Graphite. Graphite is our B2B software as a service platform, helping data analysts and business experts that don't have any data science knowledge to bring the full power of AI to their data analysis. The whole data science market is huge, and it will reach 200 billion by 2025 with the growth of 30% every year. But we are narrowing it down to just predictive analytics, e-commerce and retail companies at first that are buying products, not services. It leaves us with a 4 billion total addressable market. Of course, there are competitors. They are either oriented only on traditional analytics or only on predictive analytics features. Moreover, vast majority of competitors are talking only to big companies. Graphite is talking to SMBs also, while combining both predictive analytics features and traditional business intelligence. That is our secret ingredient in this competitive landscape. Our revenue model is simple. We are delivering software as a service, so we will have different monthly plans for monthly subscriptions. There are 5 key elements for our go-to-market. The main one is our existing network of 10,000 clients for a big upsell opportunity. Our team holds of 8 full-time paid employees, 1 PhD, 3 masters. On average, the team is working together for more than 5 years, developed several software as a service products already, and participated in many data science projects. It is proven in the field and showed perseverance and resilience in the past. These are our financial projections for the next 5 years, based on a few key assumptions. By the end of year 5, we expect to have more than 2,000 customers with ARR of more than 12 million euro. In the next couple of weeks, we are going to launch a beta version. We are planning to go for a public launch in Q3 this year. And finally, our ask is 1 million euro for key hirings, new product features, growth, sales, and digital ads. Thank you.
And perfect timing. So now we have 3 minutes, 50 seconds for Q&A sessions. Judges, go ahead.
Hiya. Just a quick question, if I can ask. I'm keen to understand sort of how you got to the pricing structure for graphite, and just sort of the back-end experience of the team around that, really. If you could expand on that for me, Henry, that would be great. Just to sort of tell me how you got to your pricing structure for it.
Sorry, for the price?
Yes.
Pricing?
Yeah.
Well, we asked our current client base. First, we get idea from our current client base that we are providing just analytics to them, traditional analytics. And I know the pricing range of our competitors, and I know we are combining both traditional BI space analytics, which we have much experience in, and predictive analytics. So our pricing range at this point is mild, maybe lower than it should be, but we want to establish a broader customer base as fast as possible.
Yeah, that's really good.
Sorry, I've seen one slide.
Yes.
I don't see it.
That's everyone.
I'm sorry, I think we've... guys, we can see a slide.
Yes.
I think it was supposed to be on the main stage or something.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's a feature. It's a feature. It's not a bug.
Just give us a second. I stopped your timer. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a quick question in the meantime, just while we're all on audio.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I guess we'd love to hear when you think about an SMB proposition.
Okay.
And as you say, you've got folks like Dataiku in the market who are all trying to do more low-code solutions, I guess. How do you think about what an SMB needs versus what an enterprise needs in this market?
Actually, we realize they need the same thing. It's just the small guys don't have the resources to pay for it. For example, we have some apps on the Shopify for e-commerce, specialized just for one segment of what Graphite will offer. And the small guys also need to have predictive analytics for every product to know the future sales, so they can prepare not to have too much on the stock or too little on the stock. They also want to budget financial projections based on sales forecast. They want to make customer segmentations based on machine learning, not in Excel or by hand. So the problems are the same. They're just too small to pay a few thousand euro per day for data scientists every month to do the same thing that Graphite will do to them for a couple of hundred euro per month. Basically, that's it.
Got it. Thank you.
Well, my question is on your during your pitch, you've mentioned that it's a product for everyone. I am wondering whether you have you selected target group that is most suited to use your product.
Yes, at first we are targeting e-commerce and retail companies, just to be very specific and to make success in one niche, and then we can expand for financial industry with machine learning templates tailored to that type of industry, and for manufacturing industry, for example. But first, e-commerce and retail companies, because we have much experience dealing with them. And of course, because of the COVID, everyone is now on e-commerce in need of the insights like Graphite will offer them. So it's a good timing, I think, for e-commerce.
And good timing for your answer, because we are out of time. Thank you so much. And
Thank
we're
you,
going to be
guys.
joined, thank you, by Dr. Andrew Edmonds from DAL AI. Hello. Can you share your screen? Perfect. So 3 minutes are yours. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Well, yeah, as opposed, I'm Dr. Andy Edmonds. My company's called Dr. Andy's IP Limited, and you can catch me at andy@dal.ai. So what we do, we've got unique intellectual property and knowledge graphs, natural language processing, and AI. And we've got this new product called ThinkBase, which is a graphical knowledge graph editor and inference engine. So something you can create knowledge graphs with, which are basically rule-based systems, rule systems associated with graphs. Our product is different from other products in the marketplace because basically our system is ethical. It's a rule-based system, so it can explain what it's doing. It can explain the decisions it's made. You can create models by hand, so it behaves very much like an old-fashioned expert system using our DAL language. But you can also machine learn models as well. But the models that you generate out of this process can be understood, can be read, can be, and you can audit them. You can work out why it did something. So what we're doing is definitely not deep learning. How we do it? Well, we provide this piece of software, this functionality via a GraphQL software as a service system that's already up at dal.dev. There's a chatbot interface associated with that, so you can actually just talk to the whole thing via a chatbot if you choose, or you can use it interactively in a programmatic way. You can license the code if you want to have it in your own systems using Docker or NuGet packages. And so far, this is very much still a beta product, but we've managed to create quite a few applications, a political lobbying thing for the last UK election, EdTech, music industry, primary school maths, healthcare. We've got a US-based lifestyle medicine doctor involved, and we're actually looking at reasoning in reasoning for historians, reasoning in time. So who we are, I'm Dr. Andy Edmonds, and basically I've got the greatest experience in AI of anybody this side of the Atlantic. I formed Britain's first AI company in 1987, which was Europe's first and the world's second. Anyway, you can read all that other stuff later. And we're basically a family business. My wife is a marketing expert with vast experience in tech marketing, and she lectures in it as well. So what we're here really for is not really investment, because I believe in bootstrapping above all else if humanly possible, but we want to find startups that are interested in this project that want to make use of it. So applications can be the service itself that you offer. Many of our customers are just offering services like advice or such like, or automation of back office to produce a employee-less company if possible. So law, education, health, professional advice and services. Anybody attending this conference who rings me up and takes an order gets 50% off. And those are the websites for the thing. So there you go.
Okay, and we have 3 minutes, 50 seconds for the Q&A.
Okay, that's great. I've got a quick question for you, Andy. Hiya. Just actually with regards to the DAL language, sort of keen to understand sort of the research for the end user's understanding of that language as well, and just to sort of see what strategies you've got put in place to really educate people around the language.
Well, yes, the language has got easier and easier and easier over the years. If you compare it to the alternatives of deep learning and such like, and neural nets, and I've got lots of experience in that, then this is already a hell of a lot simpler way of doing things, especially if you want to understand what the system's done, what's been learned, right? And for many applications like medicine, understanding what's been learned is the fundamental thing. And nobody's going to use a black box system that diagnoses somebody with cancer when you don't know how it's doing it. Okay, so just having that system in the first place is a real first. But we concentrated very hard on trying to make it more and more usable. The newest system using ThinkBase, which is graph-based, means that you can actually break up the problem into nodes and then go into those nodes and program them when those correspond to things, ideas, concepts, or stages in a process. And that's become much more usable. And we're slowly working towards turning everything into a chatbot interface, where there's where you basically talk to a chatbot and it then fills in the system for you. But at some point, you've got to say, I've got a beta, let's get it out to the marketplace. And that's where we've got to right now.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. My question is, what is your business model of your product, the pricing, and what is your vision to create a big company based on your product?
So pricing currently is $500 per month for the software as a service thing, and obviously $250 for anybody who signs up. From here, what was the second question?
Well, how would you like to create a big company based on your product?
How would I like to create a big company? I think where we're heading with this is probably, I've done this several times before, is a buyout from somebody, a basic sale of the technology to a bigger vendor is normally what happens under these circumstances, and that's my sort of end goal.
Thanks.
Yeah, curious to hear a bit more about. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, curious to hear a bit more about the verticals you chose. I guess, financial services is often a big market for this kind of thing, but I see you've gone more down the services route. So curious to hear the thinking there.
I had a company called Science and Finance, which was Britain's first sort of fintech company, effectively. I got very fed up with finance, and I'm not really interested anymore in it. It's a purely personal reason. But why not? The verticals are people who came to me. They were customers that we already knew about. There were people who literally came to the website and said, I'm interested, let's have a look. One of the problems, I overheard what you said about this product at the beginning, and it is true that this is a really general purpose product. It can be used almost anywhere. And that's a problem, of course, because you expect it to be a vertical related product. Well, I can't help it. I've invented a product that can be used anywhere. Sorry.
No, thank you.
I just have a feeling that this is a great technology that you have put together rather than a product. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's a great technology that startups could be using. I'm not sure if this is a product for just to go directly to the market with it.
Absolutely, that's completely the market that we're looking for. Large companies are much less likely to be interested in us. Small companies who are startups are likely to take a risk because we're a small company, right? So it's difficult to sell to really big companies. We tried, and I've tried many times over my career to do that. Very hard thing to do. Startups, this is ideal. That's one of the reasons why, or the main reason why I'm here, frankly.
Okay, so I'm sorry to interrupt all of you, but you have to reconnect and hop in on Wolfsmatch because we are once again run out of time. So thank you so much, Dr. Randy, for your insightful presentation. Thank you. Actually, I think I've just gotten information that another startup is joining, Bio Better, Anatoly Malinovsky. So hi there. Can you share the screen, please?
Yes. Hi. Share screen. Okay, can you see this? Okay.
Not yet, maybe it's loading. And yes, so you have 3 or 3 minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, just a moment. So,
Yeah,
hi.
it works.
Yes, I'm Anatoly, the CEO and co-founder of Buy Better. We have a strong team. I was the head of private clinic more than 10 years. For the last 5 years, I've been working in IT as a UX designer and product manager and can combine my medicine and IT experience. Michael has over 10 years of experience in software development and worked with many startups, including digital health platform. Marina is a master of pharmacy. She worked in a pharmaceutical company, founded her own line of cosmetics. Last 2 years, she is a practicing lifestyle coach and functional medicine specialist. Currently, she is in the process of obtaining certification from the American Academy. Working as a lifestyle coach, Marina noticed that staying healthy is difficult to implement for many clients. In the world of misinformation, people don't understand which advice is relevant to them. They don't know where to start, how to track the progress, and how to integrate it all into a busy lifestyle. And we want to change this. That is why we are working on Buy Better, a virtual assistant that enables you to optimize body's vital processes. We use the only scientifically proven methods and knowledge in medicine. First, we collect the detailed analysis and provide a list of necessary blood tests. Based on its results, we create personalized recommendation and offer a clear step-by-step plan that enables our customers to improve the quality of life, reach peak performance, slow down the aging process, and prevent diseases. The market is huge and growing at 18% annually. We are targeting $1 million in annual revenue at the end of year 3. We make money from subscription and are considering other monetization options. Of course, we have competitors, but unlike them, we use biohacking approach. We offer step-by-step plan to optimize vital body systems, and our goal is to bring body to peak performance. We spent 7 months on customer development and validated our idea, receiving more than $8,000 from our users since May, using the only Google Forms, Google Documents, and Messenger. And only after that, we started the automated solution development. Now, the first part of the product is ready, and we are testing it on our users. We plan to finalize the main functionality in the summer and enter the EU market at the end of the year. To make it happen, we need 125,000 euros for development and marketing. And you can be a part of this success story. Thank you, and I'll be happy to hear your advice and questions.
And amazing, you've made it in 3 minutes. Okay, and we are entering 4 minutes question sessions. Good luck.
So how do you create recommendation? Is this process automated, or you just need some expert behind that? And the second question is, how often do you have to update the laboratory tests?
Thank you for your questions. Yes, the whole process is automation. So we work on this to automate this process. Currently, the first part of our product, when we recommend blood test, is already done, and we are working for the last part. It's automated recommendation. And based on our experience, you should take the blood tests every 3-4 months, maybe half year, not more than half year.
Okay.
Did I answer the question?
Yeah. Quick question from me. Hi. Obviously, the health market is incredibly saturated, as I'm sure we're all aware. So, sort of, what makes you stand out with your application that you're looking to sort of move forward with?
Because we are biohacking, our goal is bring your body to peak performance. It's our goal. So our clients, our customer, it's residents of the city from 30 to 45 years old with a busy lifestyles, and they have a fear of aging and problem with productivity. And we help to increase the productivity and bring there to peak performance.
Okay, thank you.
How do you measure peak performance? How do you provide that feedback to your customers that they have reached the stage of peak performance?
Yes, we have a questionnaire that our customers fill out every 1 week, and we can see that like progress.
Isn't it kind of heavy? They need to provide blood tests and fill in a lot of data in advance. Then they need to take blood tests every 3 months, and they need to fill in a questionnaire every week.
Yes, it's a small questionnaire. It's about 5 questions every week. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess would love to hear how you're thinking about geos. Is this kind of will you go country by country or try and go global from day one? What's your thinking?
Excuse me. Could you repeat the question?
Yeah. Which countries are you targeting?
Okay. Currently, we started. We are in Ukraine. Of course, we are testing our product in Ukraine, but we are targeting currently. But already we have 10% our customers from the EU. It's from Poland, and we think the next market is Poland because unfortunately the medical system in Poland is not good, and it's a problem. It's like whole medical system in the world. So if you have, for example, some, I don't know, heart attack or appendicitis, you will be safe. But if you have like some chronic fatigue or something like that, maximum that you get is tranquilizers, and it's a problem because most of our clients came through the several doctors and didn't get the help, and so we can help them.
Okay, thank you, Anatoly. I hope you will reconnect with judges later on in Wolf's Match or Happen. For now, thank you. You're out of time. Goodbye. So I've just received information that unfortunately a couple of other startups we were planning to have here are not joining, but there is not a problem since I have a very interesting idea. Why don't we try and do a reverse pitch for our judges? What do you think about it? Maybe you can tell us who you are, what are you looking for, how to attract your attention for a startup, since not only startups that are pitching are now with us, but many of them are joining the event and keeping their fingers crossed for their fellow colleagues. So maybe Ivona, you can start. Tell us a bit how to attract your attention as a startup.
Okay, thank you. I'm a partner in Funding Box Deep Tech Fund, and as the name suggests, our sweet spot are companies and startups that have some secret sauce represented by some proprietary technology or some idea how they can conquer the market other than by gathering only the money, but they have to have some technology. And we love to co-invest with other investors, and our geographical scope is Europe, probably.
Thank you so much. So Andreas, maybe you can go next.
Sure.
Who do you look for?
I'm partnered with VGP, who have been in the CE region since 2008. So we are kind of peculiar because we are not a classic fund. We're managing our own money. We're a grouping of ex-entrepreneurs who came together early. So we're managing entirely our money, and we're opportunistic. It means that we do not aim for specific verticals. We just exclude some verticals, like we don't do renewables, we don't do some hardware, we don't do health that requires licensing or FDA approvals. And we're focusing in the CE region. We do early stage pre-seed, and we, our footprint is primarily in Czech Republic, Hungary, Romania, and generally the south side of CE.
Okay, that was perfectly clear. Thanks. Henry, would you like to go next?
Yeah, sure. So we're a global VC fund. We were founded in the 80s out in Silicon Valley, and we've been in Europe for the past 20 years. We've invested in a lot of different sectors. I guess we do things like consumer, Facebook and Spotify, through to the B2B software end, UiPath and Slack. And we're increasingly focused on the CE region. We're invested in folks like Miro, Avito, and UiPath, DeepNote. We have quite a strong focus on software. And for us, founder market fit is something we think a lot about. Why is a founder doing a particular, trying to solve a particular problem? So, always very keen to hear personal founding stories.
Awesome, thank you. Louise, you're the next one.
Yeah, hiya. I'm representing C4DI. So I'm Louise Cook, Community Manager, C4DI, the Centre for Digital Innovation, based in Hull in the United Kingdom. So we have an amazing tech incubator helping support lots of different businesses. So for startups, I'm really interested to sort of really understand people's tech capability, their passion, their sort of experience with the target market that they're looking to attract, and really sort of bring your ideas to us. We've got a whole host of various support programs we can help businesses. So, it's something that we're sort of very forward thinking in, and we are the key leader as a tech incubator to help startup businesses. So yeah, really exciting times.
Thank you. And Camille, what about you?
Yes, I'm an investment director in Target Capital Pathfinder, which is a VC fund investing at the pre-seed and seed stage, and mainly in the C region. We invest tickets starting from 100,000 euro up until €1 million. Well, we are looking on different verticals. Most of our investments went into esport industry, MarTech solutions, AI, data, fintechs, and others. We are looking for big opportunities. We like if founders' vision is big. Our goal is to create lasting big companies. So we are we very like serial entrepreneurs. And really great value proposition to problem that the founder is solving. So, yeah.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being with us and joining us. Just a small reminder, don't forget to fill in the forms for assessing the startups. You have all of the information that you need. So thank you so much for joining us. As for the next slot, which will be happening in around 20 minutes, we're going to have Rosie back here with sectors management work in fintech and hardware, electronics and products. So stay tuned not to miss it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.